I'm going to ask you to make your best Ashes 11, combined England and Australia, of players you played with and against. So let's start.
Yeah, so I've got it on my phone, so if I keep looking down, it's not easy.
No,
I've left out some great players. Mike Hussey, and I thought he was one of Australia's great, but unfortunately I can't squeeze him in. So I'm going to go Hayden and STRAUSS to start with. STRAUSS is going to be a captain. I think what he did in 2010 and how he turned that side round from 2009 onwards, he's the right man to lead that team. Haydos's record speaks for himself, certainly in Australia. Ricky Ponting at 3, you know, absolutely outstanding batsman, one of the greatest I've seen up close. I remember when I first toured in 2006. I think he got 190 maybe at Brisbane, and I was only a young pup. I was 21, 22, and I thought that's how good you have to be to dominate Test cricket. That innings was as good as I can remember playing, certainly the big series. So he goes at 3. Root at 4. I think quite comfortably the most complete English batsman I've seen and played with. So he slides in at 4. Everyone's favourite, Steve Smith at 5. I mean, his record in the Ashes is incredible, but you know, I think he get 1/600 and 1/700 runs in back-to-back Ashes. So his technique's slightly unusual, but he's extraordinary.
Yeah, when did you realise he was going to be as good as he became?
Well, I wouldn't put much. We saw him in 2010. I think some of the commentators, you know, I remember Beefy saying, "Oh, it's just a walking wicket. You know, you bowl outside or stump, he drives, he nicks," and that's what he did. But actually, got a 50 in the last game against Sydney, and there was a little glimpse of it. But even then, he didn't score any runs really until 2013. He scored his first 100 at the Oval. And then since then, I think he's got 2700s in about 60 Test matches. So an extraordinary player. So he rounds off my top 5 batsmen. Stokes at 6, the all-rounder. You know, that innings he played at Headingley, I was lucky enough to be on air at the time. Was just absolutely extraordinary. The best innings I've ever seen played. Had everything you need, and also the fact that the pressure was on. You know, we go back also previously. The only time he's played in Australia, that's Perth 100. You know, his first ever 100. The cracks honestly were, you know, it almost felt like they're that wide. I actually got that first baller from Ryan Harris in the beginning, so I never actually got a bat on that wicket in the second innings with it. But just to be able to put that in the mind against people like Mitchell Johnson bowling quickly on a quick wicket showed the talent, and he's obviously gone on to do that. Bowls as a four-seamer as well. GILCHRIST, tough on Matt Pryor. You know, I've got standing a lot to Matt Pryor, but obviously I only played 1 series against GILCHRIST, so you know I played a lot more with Matt Pryor. But you know, that innings at Perth, he got the quickest 100. Then I don't know if it still is. Just keep pitting Monty downwind out of Perth, and just change games. And he changed cricket, and I think he needs to be in there. Shane Warne, an obvious pick. You know, I played that 1 series against him. I didn't actually face him that much because McGrath and Clark got me out before that, but you know, he has to be in my team.
What is the first ball against Shane Warne like when you're out there facing for the first time?
Well, it was in Brisbane, and you know, I got through the new ball and things, and then it was the big build-up. We got bowled out 150, so we're following on. It was a bit of a surreal moment as a 21-year-old to play against him. I did okay. You just got to ignore his, you know, the bluster. He's just trying to suck you into the battle. And certainly towards the end of his career, he certainly tried to get on your mind. I was just telling myself to play the ball. I think I played okay. He got me out eventually. And then our bowlers are Jimmy Anderson, Glenn McGrath. I'm not sure how he's scoring many runs against those two. And then I'm having the 2013-14 version of Mitchell Johnson.
Very specifically that one.
Well, the 2010 he wasn't his best. I mean, I quite enjoyed facing him. Yeah. He's making the Ashes combined 11. It has to be that. It was brilliant bowling. Actually, very well captained by Michael Clark. You know, didn't set traditional fields, didn't bother too many slips. You know, third man, deep back of square leg, man out, short leg. Kind of had all his options covered, and it was, you know, outstanding bowling for 5 Test matches. So there it is. There's my team.